What's going on, YouTube? Claykeysalt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news update. And my God, has it been a bit since I've been around. We had a whole week where nothing happened, and then we had a week where a lot of crazy stuff happened here with Gumi and Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. But I was at the movies, came out of the movies, game was up. But some of you guys had some problems getting into the game. Some of you are still having trouble. So I wanted to do a little PSA about how I fixed my game and what was going on with me. So first off, when I logged into the game, it gave me the update. And then as I was going through, I got to the main screen and there were a bunch of question marks everywhere. Like I couldn't really do anything. Like everything was like locked, like I didn't unlock it or something. And then I thought the game was messed up from there. Once I like started trying to move through stuff, the game just kept bugging out, and every time I tried to load, it would just close the game. To fix that, this is what I did. I don't know if this is a fix all. I'll give you what I did and what people have told me, okay? I hit restore down here. So see where it says restore? I hit restore. At the bottom right down there, I restored it all, which means you just re-download the whole game. Word to the weary, though, I would always have your account linked to Facebook. Now, I've heard people who didn't have their account linked to Facebook get through this and their account was still there. I wouldn't risk it. Always link your account up so you don't lose it, because that's just going to be a hell of a handbasket when you try to contact Gumi support to get your account back, if it's even possible. I don't know. So you're going to hit restore, then you're going to log back into the game after all that loads up. After that, you may still see the question mark. So we're going to go ahead and go back in here. You may, like after everything loads up, it's going to re-download the entire game, like you uninstalled it and reinstalled it. And it's going to bring you back to the main menu like we're going to see here in a minute. After that, if you still see the question marks, I've heard two solutions. One, go to menu and log out of Facebook. This is what I did. I went to menu, I went to options, and I went to log out of Facebook right here. Click, log out of Facebook. Logged back in, everything's worked for me since on my iPad. Now, I haven't even gotten it to work on my new phone. That just is something else. And then there's also the option of returning to title right here. Apparently, if you do that like I just did, that can also fix your problem. If none of the above help you, you could try uninstalling the game and reinstalling. Remember, having Facebook actually, you know, locked to your account, so when you uninstall the game, you still have the game, your account. And then going through the return to the menu or logging out of Facebook, etc. If none of that works for you, contact Gumi support and cross your fingers, because I'm sure they're already dealing with a bunch of shit from the stuff that happened to them last week, plus everything going on with this. To move on to the awesome stuff that's going on now, the new stuff, we have a bunch of new events, a bunch of UI changes, and the first and foremost going over is the way we look at events here. News. So it has the events here that are going on, ongoing events and planned events, and then old info, which is awesome the way they have this time out now. We have the Festival of the Autumn Moon. So we'll go over that here in a minute. We have the Farplane, the newest trial boss, which we'll go over too. I'll give you guys a little bit of strat there that I used for my well guide I'll put out eventually. And then we have the Cactuar Dunes going on. So it's an easy way. Boom. We see all the events going on. And then we see the planned ones too, but there's none out yet right now that they have planned. Then we have notices. So it's just going to tell you, I guess, new info, which is, this is a kind of a weird one because I feel like, oh, okay, this is our banner ones. Okay, I thought it was going to be other things. So here's our banner review, or our banners for me to do banner reviews on. We'll do a quick one here of this. So they're bringing back Orlando, and they're giving us Luca, who's an amazing healer right now if you don't have a healer, Mercedes, who sucks, and Exodus, who's not the best anymore. So overall, you're pulling on this banner for Orlando. You're chasing a 5-star. Good luck. Orlando is freaking outstanding. I'm still using him to this day on my team, but again, you're chasing a 5-star, 1%. Good luck. That's what I'm going to say about that. And then okay, so they talk about the story continuing here. Guys, if you're in the story, there's something else I want to talk about. If you end the story, I haven't done it yet, and you completed this last part right here, you beat the story, you finish what they call Season 1 of the story, you're getting a 100% trust Moogle. That's right, guys. That Moogle will say 100% all, which means it gives 100% to anybody. If you fuse that into a character, that TM's coming straight to you. So save it for somebody at 0% and save it for somebody you really want. I wouldn't, like, dual wield is the only thing I'd put it on that's like an ability, honestly. I'd be going for things like weapons, like Eileen needs her weapon, Titus needs his weapon, Orlando needs Excalibur, anything like that you need that is specific for a character to make him strong, that's what I would use it on, because like bracers, attack 20%, 30%, those are a dime a dozen, man. I wouldn't waste them on that. You can even save it for future units if you'd like. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then we have the important, which is just the known issues, maintenance, etc. So we're going to click on this, learn about everything that actually has happened in the game. All right. Updated to version 2.30, a friend feed, excuse me. Added feature to view friends' actions. So if you guys saw that at the bottom, it says like, I don't know, Claykeysalt has upgraded Ash to 6-star. It'll tell you like what your friends are doing, which I think is pretty cool. New announcement feature, added categories, so we've been over that. Added story replay function, which I didn't know about. Nice. I have missed a lot of the story earlier in the game. Now, I've actually caught up on it thanks to a lot of you guys telling me what happened. But if you missed out on it, you can go back and replay the story now, which is very excellent for people out there who want to catch up. Because when I first started, I was like, mobile games don't have good storylines. And then it was actually good. Added rookie missions. We'll go over that in a minute. Similar trust moogles can now be fused together. So what that means is I never got a Roberta before. Speaking of Roberta, this change has something for her too. I have a million Roberta trust moogles. Maybe you guys have them out there for like Fravia if you ever get her. You know, those farmable trust moogles where you can fuse them now together, or even like the 5% ones, I'm pretty sure. You can put them all together and build them up. So like 5% to 5%, boom, you know, 10% right there. And then that way they don't take over all your entire space. And then you have that one like 100% trust moogle you can just slap onto somebody like I'm going to have for Roberta. When ranking up, remaining energy is added at the top of the energy refill. So, all those times, like you see I'll have full energy right now, and I'm not even close to ranking up, but if I was about to rank up, whatever energy I had left would actually stack on top now, so we don't lose the energy after doing that. Which is fucking sweet and the way it should have been to begin with, but thank you so much for making the change. That was really awesome of you guys. Added new party settings for arena use, meaning, I'll show you in a minute, you'll go to parties, you'll hit a little button, it'll say, arena party. All that means is you make a whole new arena party. We'll look at that, but you make one, it's separate from your other parties, and the equipment is separate, which is really awesome because I got sick. Every time I'd go into the arena, my stream would make fun of me because none of my stuff had anything equipped because I'd all rip it off. Added 10-man battle via Chamber of Arms. I'll show you that in a minute. Minor balance tweaks the expedition success rate, so I'm assuming they made them easier to succeed. Various minor bug changes, and we got some compensation. So let's go over everything we just talked about. It's a lot to go over. It's kind of exciting. I love the UI changes. It's looking beautiful. Let's go to quests. So now you normally have your daily quests that we can all go over. You can click here and claim all. The one thing I'll say right now, oh, see at the bottom right there? Somebody got Kyle Lane, Awakened, Divine Ruination +1. So they're getting that Agrius in there, getting her enhanced. So you can see when it refreshes, it looks sweet, slick, very nice looking UI here. And then we have a claim all. We get a rookie quest, and we don't have a claim all. Why? Why isn't there a claim all button here? I know I'm nitpicking, but still, I would like the claim all button so I didn't have to keep going claim. Wait a while, clear. Yay, the close. I understand that's nitpicking, but I really would have liked it. That's a really good change. But you can go through here and you can get some pretty cool stuff. And I'm sure they're going to add more to these rookie quests. You can get 6-star things. You just got to beat the things it says. Clear Lanzelt Snowfield's Demon Lair. 30 prismatic horns for doing that. Sign me up. And then you can clear them all out. And then I'm sure they're going to be adding more. But guys, remember, those are the rookie quests. Those are like, a lot of mobile games had those where you would just clear those quests out and you would get a lot of stuff from them. And they add more to the diary essentially as you go. Another change they did again was the whole, let's go to units here. They made it so that we can have an arena party. So when I click arena party right here, this is a separate party from anything. Okay. Apparently, what is this? Are these like several arena parties you can have? I thought it would only be one. Well, that's pretty sweet. So these guys' equipment, if I equip this Noctis up, it will be different than my other Noctis, right? So if I just go to this Beast Lord and I'm like, I don't want a Beast Lord on him anymore. And then I switch back to normal party and go find it. Do I have any Noctis up? Let me see. I didn't have any up. So let's switch one to Noctis. Let's see how this works. Let's see at the bottom right in. Ooh, there he is. Now, does he have Beast Lord? How is this going to work? I thought... Let's see. So he does have Beast Lord on. So yeah, so you can have several arena parties. I didn't even think of that. I thought they'd only give us one. They gave us several. So that's going to be really sweet. That's actually awesome. Let me look at something real quick. Let's hold on top of him real quick. Look at stuff. Let's go to, like, special. Click this. Can you hold over it and see a new UI yet? Can you do this? No, okay, so they didn't change this. Okay, cool. So I was just seeing if they changed that. If anything changed with that, that would have been awesome. Okay, so that was another change. So if you want to get your arena in there, you can go ahead and do that. Make your arena teams. Make several of them, apparently, for different situations you may be in with the arena rules. That actually makes me want to do arena a little bit more so I don't have to worry about switching out my TMs, my equipment, and everything in between with that. So... another thing they did, guys, that you need to be aware of is they fixed jump in this game. So, you know, you'd jump and you'd fall down, and one of the reasons that really sucked was, one, you can't really tell the timing of it yet. In JP, they switched it to where you can tap when it would come down. I don't think that's in the game here yet, from what people have been telling me, but that'll come eventually, so you can cap a chain off whenever you'd want. You would tap, and they would fall back down during that turn. But now the jumps have elements attached to the jump, which it wasn't before because it was bugged, and killer abilities. So that makes all the jumpers, you know, the leapers, the dragoons, much better that have those jump abilities because of it. So people like Roberta people are talking about how good Roberta is now, and I can't check her out because I never pulled her because I have all these trust moogles. Speaking of, let's enhance units. Let's go get to these trust moogles. Like, where are they all at? Look at all these. They're all for Roberta. So, like, see, Crimson Blood. So I can take these and I can fuse them all together now. And this is what I'm talking about. It goes up to 30%. Now I get to wipe out all these trust moogles from my thing for Roberta if I ever get one, because she's really good now because of that change they did with the with the, you know, the jump actually doing the elemental damage, so you can cap off chains with an Imperil, and with the Imperil in there and the element, and then also using the killer abilities, which is so sweet, which is what didn't make any sense, because most Dragoons have Dragon Killer, and then you couldn't even use it on their jump. So I'm gonna have to get in here and, like, fuse all those Trust Wiggles together, but you can see how that works. Let's see what else we need to talk about. Let's go back and look in here. Okay, I got a daily reward. Let's go. Let's go. Important maintenance. Let's make sure we didn't skip anything so I can go over it. So we have all that. Oh, okay, let's talk about the Chamber of Arms. Yeah, the new boss that just came out. We'll go to menu, not menu. What am I doing? We're gonna go to Vortex, and guys, you don't have to go into King Mog anymore, but I'm gonna show you something in the King Mog shop that made me really happy. I found out too. If you go to Nemesis now, Enhanced would be like, you know, you can see here they're gonna have like the different Chamber ofs, and then you're gonna have like the weekly Cactuar Dunes, Gill Snappers, etc. But Nemesis is where you're gonna find the trials, and they have a new one called Chamber of Arms, which I actually missed this. A lot of people made fun of me. You click that and instantly teleports you to this new place where the Chamber of Arms is. And as you can see, there are going to be different platforms with different weapons we're going to be able to get as we go on through the game, and it's really awesome. These weapons are really great. So if you go over here and you tap on this, will you fight Sheraton? What is Sheraton? Sheraton is one of the new trial bosses in here. They will be here forever. You don't have to worry about them running out. They are in-game bosses, guys, so if you can't beat them now, don't worry. They'll be here for a while. And so you can just click fight, and then you just fight them. Okay, easy enough, right? You go in here, there's an easy mode and like a hard mode. Right now I'm on the hard mode. You can see I didn't get the earth and dark damage, even though I could have, because, well, I forgot to hit a little bit of earth damage. I was having too much fun killing it. But you can see here that you get, it's just like a normal trial, except for every one of these should have a really great weapon. And this Holy One is really awesome. We'll talk about that in a minute. I just want to go over how this exactly works. So you're going to have a team, 2 teams of 5, right? A team of 10, 1 team of 10, essentially. You're going to have 1 active and 1 inactive. And the way it works is you can't use double espers. You have to use 1 of each of your espers on everybody. The equipment, when you get in the screen, let me just tell you guys something that really made me mad about this, is that when you get in here, nobody's equipped. Nobody is. And this page right here has a tendency right now to crash. And if you didn't depart or save at any point in this, make the game save your data, you will lose everything. So be really careful. I had to re-equip several times to do that. Like, I could probably make it crash by trying to move this. Let me see. Yep, see? Like, somehow I know how to make it crash, because that happened to me several times on stream. So be very wary of that. But the way that works, guys, you'll get into the fight, and I'll show you guys in a minute how exactly it goes down. I know this is going to be kind of a long video, but hell, I haven't had one in a while, so you could just please enjoy it just for what it's worth, guys, because I'm going to FFBE Fan Fest in New York starting on Tuesday, and I'll be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I won't be back till Monday to make videos, okay, guys? So I'm going to try to cover it all with my new phone. Where is it? Here it is. Got a new phone. I'm hoping this thing lets me upload YouTube so I can make videos to show you guys some behind-the-scenes stuff, hopefully, that they'll let me do it, or I can sneak it, you know what I mean? But anyway, so we'll go back here again, go to the Chamber of Arms like we talked about. Be careful of that screen. It will save your equipment once it's saved. If not, you're just going to have to re-put it in just like I showed you. But anyway, you get in here, you're fighting this hard boss. How hard is this boss compared to, like, Marlboro or, you know, Aegeon, the robot? I'm going to go ahead and hit depart. It is harder. It is about as hard as the robot, I would say. So far with what I'm looking at strategies here, it might be a little bit weaker. I don't know yet. I haven't made the exact strategy, but it's definitely not as hard as Marlboro. I'll tell you that right now. So this is how it works. We're against this tree. We're in this 10-man raid. What does that mean? You have 5 people on the field right now. Do not take an action before you try to swap. You can swap with your other people. So for example, hey, I don't want Marie anymore. I actually want to take Tillith. So I just click like that. Boom, Tillith is in. Same thing for 2B. I can go with Ace. Oh, I actually didn't mean to do that. Let me put Ace back in there. But you can even switch those out to switch to where they are, just in case you want to chain a little bit differently, okay? So that's how it's going to work. That is at the start of every turn. You can hit confirm. Boom, they swapped out. And let's say, uh-oh, I didn't like that. You can go back and do it again. It's fine. You can do it as many times as long as you don't take an action. As soon as you take an action, if I was like, Wilhelm, I want you to provoke this turn. Boom. That's it. Swap is off. And I don't know how many times that messed me up, because I wasn't I wasn't aware. I'm just so used to always like taking my tank and doing provoke, or I always know what my tank's gonna do, right? In most cases, so I'd hurry up and do that to get to thinking about what my other people are gonna do, and then I couldn't swap. That can really mess you up. Now, for this boss, I'm gonna give you a quick overview real quick. This boss does dark magic, or dark, wind, and earth damage, and it also will do magic and physical, okay? So you need that dark, wind, and earth resist. It has 100% resist to dark, 100% resist to earth from what I understand. This boss has a 50% threshold where it'll spawn 2 little fruits. The way I took care of those fruits is I threw A2 and 2B in there with some pod some pods from 9S, and I chopped them one up. I'm going to try to make a well guide real quick before I go. I'm not going to be able to make a free-to-play guide at all. I'd actually fight it right now, but I think it would take too long on this video because we're already at 15 minutes. Yeah, so I would actually show it off right now, but I think you guys would get mad if I show that off too much. So there's that, and then you get this rod. So let's go look and see what this rod's all about. Let me talk about this rod real quick. Then we're gonna get into the Autumn Festival, and then we're gonna be getting off of this video so I don't hold you guys here for the rest of your lives. Okay. So we have this new thing going on right now called the Bamboo Festival. You can see I haven't even gone through it that much. You know why? It's actually super buggy. It's a cool idea. It's a lot of fun. I think on my stream I was having fun with it, but I can see where it would get a little bit. How do you put this? I don't want to talk too bad on it. It's a little bit frustrating, one, with it being buggy, and two, with like load times causing the time. Okay, let's talk about what the event is about before I give my opinion on it, all right? So, the Misty Bamboo Forest, it's going until when the 12th. Oh, excuse me, it's going until the 6th. So next Friday, you only have till next Friday to do this, but you can claim until the 12th. You collect these King Mog lanterns, so it's just like a King Mog event, except for this time you don't have any bonus units, and you get them from killing the people in the exploration and completing the exploration. It's a timed event. So what does that mean? So if you beat all the way to Elite, you'll get a 5-star trust me goal, so I definitely need to make sure I do that. The way it works, and there are mermaids, and you got to go in and kill the mermaids and then get out. It's freaking weird. Okay, what is this event? I know I've been talking around in circles. This event is essentially, you go into the exploration, you have a time limit, and you'll have missions, and all of them give you like 10 lapis for the most part, so you don't have to worry about too much of them. But you have a time limit, and that time limit, you have to get through. The exploration is kind of like a maze. And as you kill things, you know, run into enemies, you'll get lanterns, and if you finish it, you'll also get lanterns, okay? So it's kind of like a fun little timed event. Problem is that, like, on the first stage, I killed that mermaid. It says, kill a mermaid in 2 minutes, or 1 minute, or whatever. I definitely killed that mermaid in 1 minute, and it didn't give it to me because it's a little bit buggy. Things can bug out on this event. I think it's a cool idea for an event. We're just not there yet. So what do we do with those, you know, those King Mog things? Obviously, you go to King Mog and you exchange. So you click that, boom, you take them in. Let's look at what King Mog has to offer, what you guys might want. But the one thing I want to talk about is this dapper Minister of Moogles. What do you do? Somebody told me that this perhaps is from the JP version. It gives us old past events stuff we can get. But look at that mustache. It's amazing. So then we go to King Mog, item exchange. And you can see here, we don't have that much stuff to get. It's only running for a week. So it's up to you what you guys want to grab onto. I would definitely get the Serpent Mace, as it is Magic 85, Attack 15, Aquean Eater. Very important here. Mace, pretty awesome. Then we have Attack 20%. You guys may still need that, depending. Attack 20% is awesome. You can grab that up. Full Moon, boost HP about 15%, and Spirit about 5%. Water God's Amulet. That was from like an old event, I think. Shining Splendor. If you guys missed out on that bad boy, which was like over a year ago. I guess this is the new year, you know, new Autumn Festival event. We're not making King Mog cakes anymore. You can grab that up. It does, you can get that. And then we have a Trust Move for 5% for the 30,000 lanterns. People in my Discord saying it's definitely not worth it. I just like having the 5% saved back just in case I want to use it on somebody else's TM instead, you know what I mean? Whatever. You guys can finish this event super quick. Again, you may get frustrated with the crashes and bugs going on right now. They're going to fix those. It's just going to take them a little bit of time to do that, as they've been dealing with a lot. I didn't even think they were going to release anything this week with everything they've been dealing with, so kudos to them for releasing this awesome UI stuff. All right, last and final thing I want to cover is this Far Plane of the Chamber, Far Plane Chamber of Arms opening up. We have Sheraton again, also a plant. If I didn't mention that before, Plant Killer, going to work well for you, and you're going to get in here, and as you can see, if you defeat them, you get legendary weapons. This one being this this staff right here, this wand. It says replica. We want to make sure we get this one down here, the Holy Wand, okay? Attack 16, Spirit 120, Light Elemental. So it's going to put the Light Elemental on it. The Spirit 120. So somebody was telling me throw this on Warrior of Light because you can equip these, and that's Spirit 120 for your tank. So that's a pretty good idea. And it also enables dual white magic cast and holy. So it gives you an option of doing a little bit of holy damage, a little bit of light damage, but the dual white magic cast is pretty dang sweet. Throwing it on anyone out there who doesn't have that, you know, with Refia or anybody who needs to cast dual magic there. The 120 Spirit is insane, and then you can also get these other things. I need to get that Strategist Ingenuity. Magic Spirit, 30%. I like that. I like that a lot. I want to pick that up, and I'll get that in a minute. And again, it just explains how you swap the battle. So this isn't going to be the last one. This is the first one. I think there's supposed to be 12 of them. Does it mention the 12 anywhere? Yeah. Legendary 12 weapons. So this is number 1 out of 12. So get ready, kiddos. There's going to be a lot more coming out. I don't know how hard they're going to be compared to this one, but that's a lot more stuff coming out. And I really, I really think this is a cool idea that they're bringing into the game. What I kind of wish would have happened is somehow this was multiplayer, where like the other 5 are like people you bring in and they like use their friend unit, but they control their friend unit. I know with chaining that's kind of weird, but it would have been cool to have some kind of multiplayer there, but that's that. So overall, what do I think about everything going on here? I think it's amazing. It's super cool. All these updates coming at us are awesome. You know, I know Gumi's having some troubles right now with the recent thing happening to them, and then also, you know, this isn't the most successful patch they've had, but hopefully the tips and tricks I showed you in this video will help you get back into the game. And we'll see if the updates come back Tuesday. I'll be in New York, but I'll be trying to make a video with this bad boy. It's just gonna be my face, none of this shit. And then I'll see any of you. If any of you guys go to New York Fan Fest, I cannot wait to meet you. I'll do my best to meet every single one of you after the show, if they'll allow it. We'll see how they do and things like that. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're able to play, if you're not able to play. Let's hope you are. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.